What y'all want me to do with this? What y'all want me to do with this?
Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporter on the Eagles. You see, I still try to be my usual charismatic self, but nah, not today. Not today at all. It's so much stuff that we got to talk about right now with our football team, and brutal honesty is the only way that we can get this message across. First and foremost, Carson Wentz's play today was kind of up and down. At times it had me feeling like that, he was gaining his traction back, and at times I was thinking that I was looking at the worst quarterback in the NFL. But see, I'm smarter than that though. I'm smarter than that. I understand that things need other things to work in the National Football League. First of all, Jason Peters was getting beat immediately. All day, Jason Peters was just getting beat, getting taken for his lunch money immediately. It was embarrassing. Deshaun Jackson, this probably need to be his last year in Philly. I'm not going to lie to you. Deshaun Jackson is one of my favorite all-time Eagles players, but Deshaun Jackson can't stay healthy. Left the game at halftime, didn't come back with a hamstring situation, leaving Carson Wentz again with no bodies to throw the ball to. I see some potential in Hightower. Arcega-Whiteside, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Arcega-Whiteside don't ever need to touch the field for more snaps than Greg Ward, period. Y'all wonder why y'all see bad throws from Carson Wentz? Because dudes can't get open. Now, he did miss Miles Sanders. He missed Miles Sanders He missed Miles Sanders for a little wheel route, running back up the seam. But you guys got to understand something. A wheel route like that is usually a progression type of play. Now, granted, you want your fifth-year quarterback to go through his progressions faster. You want him to go through his progressions faster for sure and be able to connect on a throw like that. But that wheel route for Miles Sanders is after you look at your first and second option, sometimes even third, depending on how many passing options are out there. He missed them. Walk-in touchdown. Doug Peterson is riding a thin line with me. Doug Peterson is riding a thin line for me. He doesn't seem like the coach for our franchise right now. He doesn't seem like the coach for our franchise. You got to give Doug 1 year with somebody else calling the plays. If Doug want to come back and call the plays next year, you got to get rid of Doug. You got to get rid of him. Doug Peterson calling the plays for the Philadelphia Eagles is not in our best interest. It's not in our best interest. I'm going to give y'all a list of people who If I'm the owner, I'm going to give you a list of people who I believe should be their last year. Jim Schwartz, this should be your last year. Deshaun Jackson, this should be your last year. Derek Barnett, I think Josh Sweat already took your spot. This probably is your last year. I don't want to see Boston Scott around here no more. I don't even want to see Avonte Maddox no more. I don't want to see a bunch of these dudes no more. That's a lot of these dudes I just can't stand to watch. I don't want to see Jalen Mills flexing no more after he get a tackle. I don't want to see none of that no more. The secondary is trash. I don't want to see Nathan Gary. I don't want to see nobody in the linebacking core. I don't want to see a press conference. I want to see a goddamn W. I want to see a win. A win. It's so many plays that you could break down. It's so many plays that you could break down and say, oh, we should have did this. You should have did that. And I'm also getting tired of people who don't watch enough football, who don't watch enough film, to constantly want to add me and tweet me when Carson Wentz don't throw the ball to a wide open wide receiver. Understand this. Progressions. He has 4 options. He has to go through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then stay aware in the pocket and try to scramble if that don't shake out. I saw effort from Carson Wentz today. His play he don't get an A for play, but he damn sure get a B- from me. Yeah, the 2 interceptions were garbage. One was tipped. One was tipped. You can't really do nothing about it, a tip interception, but it still counts as the quarterback. It is what it is, man. He get a B- for effort. He get a B- for gameplay from me. Carson Wentz is out there running for third and longs, bro. Running for third and longs. He didn't have to do that at all. The wide receiver core could possibly be worse than what it was last year. Where they do that at? We can't stay healthy. We can't coach. We can't do it. And Jim Schwartz with the stick defense. First of all, there's no reason why we should have tied in this ball game. No reason. You can say what you want. You can say what you want about Carson Wentz's gameplay through the first quarter up until he tied the game up and sent it to overtime. You can say whatever it is you want to say about his gameplay. But all of it is null and void if your quarterback ties the game up and gets you to overtime. Now, y'all want to change the rules for everybody else? And he had to run that in. Y'all want to change the rules for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't stick to the same rules. But when Carson Wentz does something heroic, we still find a way to blame him. That's where we at right now. That's where we at right now. It's a shame that we in this division. It's a shame that we can't firmly say it's over right now. It's a shame. It's a shame, man. You know, the team is poorly coached. The team is poorly assembled. Anything that could go wrong in a game like that went wrong for the Philadelphia Eagles. Anything. Doug Peterson decides to magically give Clement, Boston Scott. We don't want to see them carrying the ball. They have no pop with the ball. When they hit the hole, they don't hit the hole, matter of fact. They're lucky if they get 3 yards on the carry. Miles Sanders can wiggle through the hole with bursts and still get you a 19-yard gain or something like that. How is it that we start the game off with 2 10-yard runs to Miles Sanders, and then we shy away from him until like the middle of the third quarter? Why are the Philadelphia Eagles trying to pass when we don't have wide receivers? The second interception is Zach Ertz. I bet it was an interception. He got to throw a wheel route to one of the slowest tight ends in the game. Zach Ertz is a good route runner. He's not a good tight end that should be running a fly route. The offense is trash, bruh. It's trash, and we're going to struggle until we get an offensive coordinator. Doug might be a good manager of men, but Doug cannot call plays. He could not call plays. And if you can't call plays as a head coach in this game, you can't be looked at as a top 5 quarterback. You can't. You can't. You can't. The hold on our last drive that where we could have kicked the field goal, where Carson scrambled and got the first down, got us in Elliott's kicking radius. It was a hold on that play. False start. A false start from a field goal position? When you lined up in a field goal formation, a false start? Knocked us out of field goal range. It was a long kick anyway, like 59. The team got way too many holes for everybody to just be jumping down the throat of the quarterback. But unfortunately, all the losses come on the quarterback. Listen, Burrow is cooking us, bro. And I told y'all that I was worried about Tyler Boyd because I know Avonte Maddox will have to deal with Tyler Boyd. I told y'all. Honestly, it's really hard to stay optimistic about anything because your quarterback is not playing how he should be playing. The coach is not putting him in a good position to play how he should be playing. What is some of these dudes' titles running around here? Marty Morningwig? What is some of these dudes doing? The plays are garbage, no creativity, very predictable. What are these dudes doing out here, bro? Carson Wentz now with 6 interceptions in 3 games. 6 interceptions in 3 games. Most likely he's going to tie his record in San Francisco. Not tie his record. He's going to tie what he did for the last 3 seasons in San Francisco. Y'all scream regret. For all you Jalen Hurts dudes, he get in on a play that he ran in college 40 times. He forget how to do a quarterback read. On a play he ran 50,000 times. A quarterback keeper. He forget to do that, fumble the ball. If y'all think this trend won't continue with poor play from the quarterback position with Jalen Hurts, you're out of your mind, bruh. The play calling is atrocious. Atrocious. We saw what Nick Chubb and them boys did to them dudes on the ground, and we throw the ball that many times. Look. This is what we looking like. This is what we looking like right here, y'all. We looking like a laughing stock. I'm gonna put that shit on my head. We looking like a laughing stock. A tie with the Bengals, really? I put no blame of this game on Carson Wentz. It's hard for me to do that when he tied the game up to send it into overtime. And then you get to overtime and have the ball not once, but twice in overtime. Twice in overtime. Defensive line sacking this dude, getting you the ball back, and you cannot call plays to get your playmakers the ball? You just can't do it. There was no play designed to get Miles Sanders in space one-on-one with a linebacker, to use him more in the passing game. There was no play designed to creatively get Greg Ward involved. It was none of that, bro. None of that. With no wide receivers and Deshaun Jackson damn near with a cane and a walker, all you got to do is double Zach Ertz and make sure you try to slow down Miles Sanders. Carson Wentz has no weapons for the second year in a row, and he looks bad. He looks bad. Despicable, man. Despicable, man. Despicable. Despicable. A tie only helps us because of the division that we in. It only helps us because of the division that we in. That's it. It only helps us because of the division that we in. But we'll take what we can get for right now, man. I mean, if I'm Alshon Jeffrey, do I even really want to risk getting injured for this team who ain't even performing? Do I even really want to do it? We don't need a hot seat. We need a hot bench because about 6-7 people should be on this bench. Debacle, man. Debacle. Disgrace. I'm beside myself with this football